Why do Python functions use both return and print? Imagine you're baking a cake. You want to know how much batter you have left, but you also want to show your friends the delicious cake you just made. In Python programming, functions work a bit like that. They can both give you back a result and display information on the screen. But why do they do both? Let's find out. In Python, functions use the word return to send a value back to where the function was called. When a function finishes, it can give you a number, a word, or any data you need. For example, if you have a function that adds to numbers, you want it to give you the sum so you can use it later in your program. That's what return does. It makes the function's output available for other parts of your code to use. Now, print is different. It is a command that shows something directly on the screen. When you use print inside a function, it just displays information immediately. It does not send anything back to the program. It's like telling your friends what you baked, but they can't take that information and use it in their own recipes. The main difference is that return passes data back to the program, while print just shows data to the user. If you want to do calculations or store results, you use return. If you want to show messages or debug your code, you use print. Functions often use both because they need to do two things. First, they do the work and give back the result with return. Then, they can print that result if you want to see it right away. For example, you might have a function that calculates the total price of items in a shopping cart and returns that total. Then, outside the function, you can print the total to show it to the customer. Using return instead of print inside functions is better for making your code reusable and easy to test. When you return data, you can store it in variables, use it in calculations, or pass it to other functions. When you print data, it's just for showing information, not for further use. In interactive Python environments, like the Python shell, return values are shown automatically, which can be confusing at times. But in larger programs, knowing when to return and when to print makes your code clearer and easier to manage. So, in simple terms, return helps your program keep and use the results, while print is just for showing information on the screen. Both are useful, but knowing when to use each makes your Python programs work better and stay organized.